Hello everyone. In last video lecture, we had seen the basic gates. We had seen the working of the basic gate in terms of its logical equation, its logical statement, or you can say the definition through table and the symbol. We had seen the three types of the basic gates which we use for the operation of the basic Boolean functions. Now we have to say the derived gates. Okay, so once again I like to recall the basic gates, their truth table and their symbol with the logical equation. Then we'll start the derived gates. Okay, so here we had seen the three basic gates. Which are those basic gates? The three basic gates which are the OR gate. The first one gate we had seen, that gate is the OR gate. This OR gate having a logical equation. That logical equation is y equals to a or b. We read it as a or b, or we can say simply it is a plus b. Okay, so a or b is the function of the OR gate, the logical equation of the OR gate. Now here the OR gate is a logical gate which having two or more inputs. How many outputs are there? There is only one output. All types of the logic gates which we are using having only one output. The input may be 1, or the input may be 2, or the input may be 3, or more number of inputs, but the output is only 1. Okay, so the OR gate having the logical equation which is y equals to a plus b, and here it's truth table. If we draw, then we get the logical operation, logical statement of the OR gate. Okay, so here if you draw the truth table, then what we put in truth table? We put the input and the put the number of combinations or the number of conditions by using the 2 is to power n. Here n stands for the number of input for that particular logic gate. Okay, so here we have the two inputs a and b are those two inputs. Output is y, a0 b0. As per the logical equation of the OR gate, what we get here, 0 or 0 is equals to 0, or you can say a is low, b is low, then output y is also equals to low. Then next what we can say, a is low, b is high, a0, b is 1, output y is equals to 1. Then next one we can say a is high, b is low, a is high, b is low, then again we get output y is high or y is equals to 1. Then the last condition we can say a is high, b is high, a is 1, b is 1, output y is equals to 1. 1 plus 1 is equals to 1, or simply we can say 1 or 1 is equals to 1. 1 or 0 is also equals to 1. 0 or 1 is also equals to 1. Okay, so by using these three conditions, we can say the OR gate produces logically high output. Output y is equals to 1. The OR gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically high. Its any one input is logically high, or all the inputs are logically high. Okay, so this is the logical statement of the OR gate. We can write down the answers for the question. The question may be like this: explain in brief the basic logic gates, or the question may be like this: explain the working of the basic gates with the help of logical statement, logical equation, symbol and truth table. Or the question may be like this: define OR, comma and comma NOT gate. Okay, so according to the question, here we have to change the answer, but the sequence remains same. What sequence we had seen? The sequence is, first we write down the introduction and the constructive sentence of the OR gate. Then we write down the logical statement. After that, we write down the logical equation. This is the logical equation or expression we can say. Then next, we write down the truth table. After that, there is a symbol, or first we can write down the symbol and then truth table, or side by side you can draw both the truth table and the symbol. Okay, so what type of symbol we use to represent the OR gate? Here the curve type of symbol we use for the representation of the OR gate. Here right hand side we show the output Y, and here the two inputs are there. The two or more input we can show, but generally the two input OR gate are to use to show here. Okay, so the A input is here, B input is here, these two are the input, and here is the output Y. You can write down the equation Y equals to A plus B, or simply you can write down it is Y. Okay, so this is the OR gate which we had seen earlier. So to see, that is the AND gate. The AND gate is two input AND gate, or the AND gate may be the 3 input, or it may be a 4 input, or we can say the AND gate is a logical gate having 2 or more inputs. The AND gate is a logical gate having 2 or more inputs, but only one output. Only one output. The AND gate produces logically high output when its all inputs are high. When its all inputs are high, or here we can say the AND gate produces logically high output when and only when its all inputs are logically high, otherwise its output is logically low. Okay, so here we have to see the equation of the AND gate, then the logical statement, then the truth table and the symbol. Okay, so here the AND gate logical equation is given by, the AND gate's logical equation is given by Y equals to A and B, A and B, or we can write down it as A dot B, or simply we can write down it as AB. Okay, so here one thing we have to note down, the AND gate output is A and B, A dot B, AB, but it is not a mathematical product. It is a product of the logical inputs, product of the logical inputs. Okay, so here we have the AND gate equation Y equals to A dot B. First we form its truth table and then we define the AND gate once again. Okay, so here in truth table we put the inputs. These two inputs are there. First one is the A, second one is B, and then the output is Y. First combination, A is 0, B is 0, or you can say A is low, B is low, its output is low. 0 dot 0 is equals to 0. A is 0, B is 1, output Y is equals to 0. A is 0, B is 1. 0 dot 1 is equals to 0. A is low, B is high, output is low. Then next, A is 1, B is 0. Or you can say A is high, B is low. Output is again equals to low. When A is high, B is high. A is high, B is high. Output is high. By using this condition, we can say the AND gate produces logically high output when and only when its all inputs, here for two input we can say when both input A and B are equals to 1 or A and B are high. By using the other three conditions, we can define the AND gate as the AND gate produces logically low output. The AND gate produces logically low output when it's any one input, any one. Here B is low. Its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. In first condition, both A and B are low. In second condition, A is low, and in the third condition, B is low. Okay, so here by using these three conditions, we can define the AND gate as the AND gate produces logically low output when it's any one input, either A or either B. Its any one input is logically low or both, all A and B, or whatever the number of inputs are there, when all inputs are logically low. Okay, so here this is the truth table and logical statement and the equation of the AND gate. We have to draw the symbol for the AND gate, and symbol is like this. Half circle is there and one output. At right hand side we show the output, and here at left hand side we show the inputs. The two inputs are there, A and B input. Okay, here we can show the equation, or directly we can write down the output Y. Okay, so this is the AND gate. Now the next gate is the inverter gate. The inverter is we call as a NOT gate. It is a NOT inverter gate or the NOT gate. The equation of the NOT gate is Y equals to A complement. This gate is the NOT gate. Y equals to A complement. The input if B, then Y equals to B complement. If the input is A dot B, then output Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay, so here the equation is Y equals to A complement. Then the truth table, if we have to see, then what we use in truth table, the input A and output Y. Input A is 0, then output Y is equals to 1. If A is 1, then output Y is equals to 0. Okay, so here the inverter produces the opposite, inverted output. The inverter provides complement to the input at the output side. Complement of 0 is 1 and complement of 1 is equals to 0. So here this gate is we call as inverter gate. This gate is we call inverter gate, and here this inverter gate having only one input and only one output. Only this gate is having a single input and the single output. Otherwise remaining all gates having more than 2 or the 2 input and the single output, only one output. Okay, so here the symbol of this NOT gate is like this. One triangle, after that there is a one bubble, and then the output Y. At this left hand side there is a input and input is the A. Okay, so this is the NOT gate. Now we will see the derived gates. The derived gates, the basic gates we had seen. The three basic gates are there. The basic gates are those gates which we use for the implementation of the basic logic functions, basic Boolean operations. So that's why these three basic gates we also call as a fundamental gates. It used for the fundamental, for the basic operations. So three basic operations we have, the three functions we have, the logical functions we can say. That logical functions are the OR function, then AND function, and the NOT function or the invert function. Okay, now we have to see the derived gates. In last two video lectures we say the derived gates types. So which are those derived gates? The first derived gate is the NAND gate. The first one is the NAND gate. The second one is the NOR gate. And the third one is the XOR gate. The third one is the XOR gate. The sequence of the NAND gate and the NOR gate may be interchanged. The sequence depends on the which one gate you use first. It may be a NAND gate or it may be a NOR gate. We don't need to remember which one is first. We have to remember what are the types of the derived gates. Okay, so we have the three types of the derived gates. First one is we call NAND gate, second one is we call NOR gate, third one is we call the XOR gate. Okay, now we have to see the working of all the details of the NAND gate and the NOR gate. Okay, so first upon we consider the NAND gate. Okay, but before that I like to say one thing, and which is that here the basic gates we have seen. The basic gates are the OR gate, then the AND gate and the NOT gate. The derived gates are those gates. The derived gates are those gates which are constructed by using the basic gates. For an example, I have the AND gate. And the next I have, that is the NOT gate. I have these two gates, the AND gate and the NOT gate. When I use both the gates together, then the next gate is formed. That gate is we call as a NAND gate. That gate is we call NAND gate. Means the NAND gate is contraction of the AND and the NOT gate. Okay. Now suppose I have the OR gate, then the NOT gate. These two gates I have. Here I am going to construct these two gates together. I am going to apply the output of this OR gate to the NOT gate, means I am going together to make these two gates as a combined. So therefore here we get a new gate. That new gate is we call NOR gate. That new gate is the NOR gate. It means here these two gates are constructed by using the AND, NOT, OR. Means here when two basic gates we use, these two means and NOT together, OR and NOT together, or when all of these gates we use together, and then OR and NOT. When these three gates are used together, then the new gate is formed, and that new gate is we call XOR gate. XOR gate, or simply we can say exclusive OR gate. It is exclusive OR gate. The normal OR gate is we call inclusive OR gate, and this OR gate is the exclusive OR gate, or simply we can say it is XOR gate. It is XOR gate. Okay, so first upon we have to see the construction and all the details of the NAND gate and the NOR gate. Okay, the first we will see the NAND gate, and later on we will see the other gates. The NAND gate, the NAND. If we see the construction of this NAND gate, then here the name is formed by using the two gates. The first one is the NOT gate and then AND gate. Okay, the name is formed by using these two gates, but its construction is different. The NAND means not AND gate. It is not AND gate, means the output of the AND gate is given to the NOT gate. Okay, so construction wise it is reverse of the name of the NAND gate. Okay, so here the NAND means here it is the NOT AND gate. Here it is not AND gate, the output of this AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. So here this gate is having the complement to the AND gate. This gate is having complement to the AND gate. Here if we have to write down the answer, then the sequence of this NAND gate explanation is same. In last the three basic gates we had seen first logical statement. We had seen logical statement. Then secondly we had seen the logical equation. Logical equation. Then third we had seen the truth table, and at last we had seen the symbol. Okay. Now here the gates are the simple basic gates. Here the constructed gate is there, the derived gate is there. Derived means it is constructed by using the basic gate. That's why this sequence we change little bit. Sequence remains same, only we add some new points inside this sequence. Okay, so first is the logical statement, it is remains same. Then next one is the construction along with the logical statement. Okay, then third one is the logical equation. Then fourth one is the logical diagram, and fifth one is the symbol, and then at last we write down the truth table. Okay, it is similar to the first one, but only one change here, the construction we added, then the logical diagram we added. Okay, so we have to follow this sequence for the NAND gate and the other two gates, NOR gate and the XOR gate. Okay, so here we have to see the NAND gate. The first say the construction, because here if we see directly the logical statement, then here we cannot understand it properly. To understand it properly, first we see its construction, then its truth table according to its logical equation, and after that by using the truth table, as we had seen in the last lecture, after truth table we form its logical statement or we define the NAND gate. Okay, so first we say its equation, y is equals to a and b, complement, a and b complement. Then here the same equation we can write down like this, a dot b complement. Then the same equation we can write down like this, a dot b complement. It is a dot b complement. As we had seen the AND gate, and the AND gate's output is given by y equals to a dot b. Okay, if the output of the AND gate y equals to a dot b is applied to the NOT gate, suppose here we have the NOT gate, then what output we get? We get here y equals to a dot b complement. How we got it? Y equals to a dot b complement. For that, here we have to remember the logical statement or the function of the NOT gate. What is the logical function of the NOT gate? Simply, in only one word we can say, the NOT gate inverts the input at output side. It produces the complement to the input at the output side. Okay, so here if we have this NOT gate, this is a symbol we use for the representation of the NOT gate. Here it is the NOT gate input. Suppose input is a, output is y equals to a complement. If input is 0, then output is 1. If the input is 1, then output is equals to 0. Okay. Input is A, output is Y equals to A complement. If the input is B, then output becomes Y equals to B complement. If the input is C, then output Y equals to C complement. Instead of this A, B, C single inputs, suppose we have the input term and which is A dot B, then output of the NOT gate will be Y equals to A dot B complement, is it? If we have the input here A dot B dot C, input is A dot B dot C, then output becomes Y equals to A dot B dot C complement. Okay, means here whatever the input we apply to the NOT gate or an inverter, its output will be inverted. Its output gets a complement. Its output gets inverted. Its output is the complement of the input. The input value is suppose 0, then output becomes 1. Input is low, output is high. Input is high, output will be low. Okay. So here NAND gate is constructed by using the AND gate and the NOT gate. Here the output of the AND gate is applied. The output of AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. Okay. So here I am going to write down the output of the AND gate, and the output of AND gate is Y equals to A dot B. Okay. This is the output of the AND gate, and the output of AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. Here the output of the NOT gate becomes A dot B complement. A dot B complement. So here this is the output of the NAND gate. Okay, means here the NAND gate is constructed by using the AND gate and the NOT gate. The input to the NAND gate are if two input A and B, then its output becomes A dot B complement. A B complement, or in standard words we can read it as the output of the NAND gate is A and B complement. Okay. Now we'll see the construction of the NAND gate. While drawing the logical diagram by using the equation, here first we have to consider the equation and then accordingly we have to draw the diagram. Here also same. We are going to draw the logical diagram of the NAND gate. So for that here we require to know the equation. So the equation is Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay. The A dot B is the output of the AND gate. So here first we draw the AND gate. This is the AND gate. AND gate having the two inputs. Which are those? The inputs are A and B. The inputs are A and B. Here we get the output. That output is suppose Y1. That output is the Y1. Here this Y1 is equals to A dot B. This is the output of the AND gate. Then the output of AND gate we have to apply to the NOT gate. Why we are going to apply to the NOT gate? Because at the output side of the NAND gate we required inverted output. We required the inverted output. So therefore here the output Y becomes Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay, very simple construction. We are using the two gate for the construction of the NAND gate. The inputs are applied to the AND gate. The output of the AND gate becomes Y equals to A dot B, and the output of the AND gate is applied to the NOT gate, so the output of the AND gate becomes inverted at the output side. So therefore here we say the NAND gate is not AND gate, inverted of the AND gate, not AND gate. Okay, so here its equation is y equals to a dot b complement, and here for the construction of the NAND gate we use one AND gate and one NOT gate. Okay, so here by using this logical diagram we can say the NAND gate is constructed by using one AND gate and one NOT gate. The inputs are applied to the AND gate and the output of AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. So we get the output of the NAND gate is inverted to the AND gate. Means the output of the NAND gate is A dot B complement. A dot B complement here. Okay. So the logical equation is y equals to A dot B complement. Now what type of symbol we are using for the NAND gate? As we have the NAND gate constructed by using the AND gate and the NOT gate. So here this type of symbol is used. The symbol is like this. One AND gate is here. Okay. As it is AND gate we have to draw. The two inputs are there, A and B inputs. Okay. Now here this NOT gate we not use. What we use instead of that? We replace this NOT gate by using only bubble. So here there is one bubble. This bubble indicates the NOT gate. Okay, and here we get the output y. We can write down the output y equation, or simply we can write down the y. Y equation is A dot B complement. Okay, so this is the symbol for the NAND gate. Now what is the remaining? The two things are there, truth table and then the logical statement. So first upon we form a truth table by using all these, by using the equation and the diagram. We don't need to use the diagram for the truth table, just we require to use the logical equation. Okay, so first we draw the truth table, then we get the definition, we get the condition for the operation of the NAND gate. Okay, the equation of the NAND gate is y equals to A dot B complement. This is we call logical equation or logical expression. Okay, now by using this equation we draw the truth table and then we define the NAND gate. Okay, so in truth table what we required? We required A and B, these two inputs, because we are going to consider only two input NAND gate. The NAND gate may have two or more inputs and only one output, but here we consider only two inputs. Then the output is there, but we consider here the two outputs. First output is the output of the AND gate and then the output of the NAND gate, which is the final output. Okay, so the equation of the AND gate I am going to write down here A dot B, and here the equation of the NAND gate, which is A dot B complement. Okay, so here A0 B0, first condition. Again I like to recall the logical statement of the AND gate. I like to recall the logical statement of the AND gate. The AND gate produces logically high output. The AND gate produces logically high output when and only when. When and only when its all inputs are logically high, or we can say the AND gate produces logically low output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Okay, so here both inputs are low. what will be the output of AND gate? The output of AND gate is low. The AND gate produces logically low output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Okay, once again I am going to draw here the constructive diagram of the NAND gate. We use the AND gate first. Here is the AND gate. The output of AND gate is here, that is Y equals to A dot B. Here the two inputs are there. First one is the A and second one is the B. Then the output of AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. Here is the NOT gate. We use this type of symbol for the NOT gate, and here the final output we get. The output of this AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. Okay, and here is the final output, and that final output is Y, which is equals to A dot B complement. Okay, so here the input to the AND gate we applied, that inputs are A and B, which are 0 0, then its output becomes Y equals to 0, and here the output of the AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. So therefore the output of NOT gate becomes equals to 1. Why it is 1? Because the NOT gate inverts the input towards the output side. Okay, it provides complement to the input. So here the input to the NOT gate is low, its output is 1. Okay, the second combination we can see, that is A is low, B is high. We can say it is A is 0, B is 1, then its output is equals to 0. Where the output 0? The output of this AND gate is equals to 0 or low. Why? Because the AND gate produces logically low output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Okay, here the output is low, the output of AND gate is low, the output of AND gate is applied to the NOT gate, so the output of the NOT gate becomes equals to 1. Okay, because it inverts the input towards the output side. Third condition we can see, A is 1, B is 0, or you can say A is high, B is low. Again the output of AND gate becomes equals to low, and the output of AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. So here the output of the NOT gate is equals to 1, and the output of NOT gate is the output of the NAND gate. Okay, now the last condition, A is 1, B is 1, A is high and B is high, the output of AND gate is high. Why? What we said for the AND gate? We said the AND gate produces logically high output when and only when its all inputs are logically high. Here both inputs are logically high, so its output is high. The output of AND gate is high, output of AND gate is 1, then this is applied to the NOT gate. So here the output of NOT gate is equals to, what will be the output? It inverts, input is 1, its output is equals to 0. So the output of the NAND gate becomes equals to low, becomes equals to 0. So here we can say the output of the NAND gate is invert of the AND gate, opposite to the AND gate, complement to the AND gate. Now if we compare the output of this NAND gate with the other one gate, then here it is not similar to the AND gate, it is actually opposite to the AND gate. It is not similar to the OR gate also. Okay, so here by using these three conditions, for the NAND gate, we can say the NAND gate produces logically high output. The NAND gate produces logically high output when its any one input, its any one input is logically low. See here this condition. The condition is this one. Any one input is logically low. See, B is equals to 0. Output is equals to 1. Here the output is equals to 1. Output is high. Then second condition we can say A is 0. Here A is equals to 0. The NAND gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. The NAND gate produces logically high output. It produces logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Okay. It is exactly complement to the output of the AND gate. Okay. So once again we draw the truth table by using only the input and the final output which is the output of the NAND gate. Okay, here is the truth table of the NAND gate. The two inputs are there, A, B, and output is Y. Y equals to, write down here, A dot B complement. Okay, so A is low, B is low, output Y is equals to 1. Here we can say like this, A is low, B is low, low and low, 0 and 0 is equals to 0 and its complement is equals to 1. Then A is low, B is 1, output is equals to 1. Then third condition we can say A is 1, B is 0, output is 1. When A is 1 and B is 1, both are 1, at that time we get the output Y is equals to 0. By using these three conditions, we can say the NAND gate produces logically high output Y equals to 1 when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. The NAND gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Okay, so here this is the truth table, but along with the truth table we have to see the don't care condition. We have to see the don't care condition. Last time we had seen the difference between the truth table and the don't care. In truth table we have to put the all possible combinations and their respected output, their corresponding output, but here in this truth table we use only the one condition and that condition is the condition for that particular gate. Okay, so here the two inputs we consider A and B, output is Y. What we said about the NAND gate, the NAND gate produces logically high output, output Y is equals to 1. The NAND gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Okay, now for an example here A is low, whatever the value of the B may be equals to 0 or B may be equals to 1, the output of the NAND gate becomes equals to 1. Okay, now if the B is equals to 0, then we don't care about the A. It may be equals to 0 or it may be equals to 1. The output of the NAND gate becomes equals to 1. This is we call don't care condition of the NAND gate. Okay, so once again we recall and we write down the all points about the NAND gate in our given sequence. Okay, we have to say the all about the NAND gate, but we write down in a sequence. Okay, so the first one is the logical statement. It is logical statement, or we can say it is logical definition of the NAND gate. Okay, so here we write down in two lines. The first one line is the constructive of the NAND gate. So here we can say the NAND gate is constructed by using one AND gate and one NOT gate. The NAND gate may be two input or more than 2 input but only one output. Okay. Now the logical statement. The NAND gate produces logically. The NAND gate provides logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Once again, I am going to recall it. The NAND gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. The NAND gate's output Y is equals to 1. The NAND gate's output Y is equals to 1 when its any one input is low. Its any one input is low or both A and B, all inputs are equals to low. Okay, its all inputs are low or the any one input is low. Okay, so this is the logical statement. What will be the logical equation? The logical equation of the NAND gate is logical equation Y equals to A dot B complement. It is A dot B complement, or in simple words we can write down directly it as AB complement. Okay, so whenever you say the logical equation AB complement, then here this is the output of the NAND gate. Okay, now after this logical equation we have to draw the logical diagram. Third point is the logical diagram, and logical diagram is before this symbol of the NAND gate. Okay, so logical diagram. Here the logical diagram of the NAND gate can be drawn like this. Here we have the AND gate, the 2 input or more than 2 input AND gate we can use. Here the 2 input AND gate we are going to consider, and here the output of this AND gate is Y equals to A dot B. It is applied to the NOT gate. Okay, here the final output is Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay, now the fourth point is there, and that fourth point is the symbol. Here just we replace the NOT gate and provide directly the bubble. This is the symbol we use for the NAND gate. 2 inputs are there, A and B are the inputs, and here is the output. Okay, now after this, here the next point is the truth table. Now here the first we had seen logical statement and the construction, then next we had seen the logical equation, then logical diagram, and after that we had seen the symbol of NAND gate. Then what is the remaining? Here I am going to draw the truth table of the NAND gate. So here A and B are the inputs and Y is the output. A is low, B is low, output is 1, output is high. A is low, B is high, then output is again high. A is high, B is low, output is high. A is 1, B is 1, output is equals to 0. Okay, so here this is the truth table, and after that here we draw the don't care condition. We mention the don't care condition. Okay, so this is all about the NAND gate. Now we have to see the other one gate, and that gate is the NOR gate. Okay, the NOR gate, as its name indicates, it is again a combination of the 2 gates. Which are those gates? The first one is the OR gate, and here the output of OR gate is applied to the NOT gate. Okay, its name is slight opposite. It is, here we can say NOT OR gate. The meaning is same. NOT OR means it is invert, it is opposite, it is complement to the OR gate. So here we say it is the NOT OR gate. Okay, so the name of the gate is the NOR gate, not OR gate. Okay, so here this NOR gate is constructed by using the OR gate and the NOT gate. Again, the same construction. First we use the OR gate and then the output of OR gate is applied to the NOT gate to invert the output of the OR gate. Okay, here the writing sequence is again same. First we write down the logical statement, then logical equation, then its constructive diagram, then its symbol, and then the truth table, and then the don't care condition. But for the better understanding of the definition and logical statement, we first see its logical equation, and according to the logical equation we draw its truth table, and after drawing the truth table we can define the NOR gate. Okay, so before going towards the NOR gate equation, here I like to tell you the OR gate. Okay, so the OR gate having the two or more inputs, the OR gate symbol is like this. Here the two or more inputs are there. The inputs are A and B. We consider only the two input OR gate. So here the two inputs are there and these two inputs are A and B. Its equation is Y equals to A or B equals to A plus B. But here again we have to recall that the A plus B, its meaning is not the mathematical sum. Here the OR gate is used to provide the high output when its any one input is logically high. It means here it do not perform the mathematical addition. Here it is the logical sum. Okay, it is the logical sum of the two input variables. So here we say it is Y equals to A plus B, and the OR gate produces logically high output. The OR gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically high or all inputs are logically high. Okay, so here the NOR gate is constructed by using the OR gate and then its output is applied to the NOT gate. Okay, so the first input we apply to the OR gate and then here its output is applied to the NOT gate, and then the final output we get, that final output is the output of the NOT gate, and here we say it is the NOR gate. Okay, means the NOT gate equals to, it is the combination of these two. So directly we can say it is the combination of these two gates, OR gate plus the NOT gate. Okay, means the output of the OR gate is applied to the NOT gate. Okay, like we had seen in the NAND gate. Now its logical equation is, the NOR gate's logical equation is the output of the NOT gate. Here the input A and B we apply to the OR gate. The output of OR gate is A plus B. It is applied to the NOT gate. So the output of NOT gate becomes A plus B complement. It is A plus B complement. Okay, the output of the NOR gate is the complement to the output of the OR gate. That's why it is we say the NOR gate is not OR gate. It is not OR gate. Okay, so here we have the logical equation of the NOR gate. By using this logical equation we draw the truth table of the NOR gate. Okay, so I am going to drawing here the truth table. So once again I will say the truth table is the table in which all possible combinations of the input and their corresponding outputs are tabulated. That table is we call a truth table. Okay, so here while drawing the truth table I use again the output of the OR gate and the output of the NOT gate. Okay, so I am going to draw here the diagram again and then we'll draw the truth table. Okay, so the NOT gate is the combination, NOR gate is the combination of these two gates. Here the OR gate. Here is the OR gate. The output of the input to the OR gates are A and B. First input is A, second input is B. Here is the output. That output we show here A plus B, and the output to the output of this OR gate is applied to the NOT gate. So here is the output of the NOT gate, which is A plus B complement. Okay, here the two inputs are there, A and B. Okay, now we can form the table, the truth table. The truth table we have to form. So inputs are A and B. A is low, B is low. The OR gate, here is the OR gate, this is the NOT gate. The OR gate produces logically high output when the OR gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically high or all inputs are logically high. Okay, so inputs are A and B, which are low, 0 0. Output of the OR gate is again equals to 0. Then here the output of the NOT gate. So the output of NOT gate given by A plus B complement, and here it is the complement to the output of the OR gate. So it becomes Y equals to 1. Okay, when A is low, B is high. A is low, B is high. Here the output of the OR gate is equals to 1 and output of the NOR gate is equals to 0. When A is 1, B is low. A is 1, B is 0. Output of the OR gate is again 1, and here the output of the NOR gate is equals to low. When both are 1 1, the output of OR gate is 1 and the output of NOR gate is equals to 0. So by using these three conditions, we can say the output of NOR gate is Y equals to 0. Y is equals to low when any one input of the NOR gate is output of the NOR gate is logically low, or the NOR gate produces logically low output when its any one input is logically high or all inputs are logically high. Its any one inputs are logically high or all inputs are logically high. Okay, means here exactly opposite output to the output of OR gate. This is the output of the OR gate, and here the output of the NOR gate. Exactly opposite output we get here. See, exactly inverted output we get here. We say the NOR gate is not OR gate. Okay, so once again we draw all this in the sequence and then we'll say they don't care condition. Okay, now we will say in sequence they all about the NOR gate. Okay, so first one is the logical statement. The first one is the logical statement, and here we can say the NOR gate is constructed by using the in construction. Okay, so in logical statement we use the two sentences. First one is for the construction and then second one is for actual functioning of the NOR gate. Okay, so the NOR gate is constructed by using the OR gate followed by the NOT gate. Means it is a combination of the OR gate and the NOT gate. The inputs are applied to the OR gate and output of OR gate is applied to the NOT gate. Okay, then here we can say the NOR gate produces logically low output. The NOR gate produces logically low output when its any one input is A or B. Its any one input is logically high or A and B both are logically high. Okay, the NOR gate produces logically low output when its any one input, either A or B, its any one input is logically high, or all inputs are logically high, or we can say both inputs are logically high. Okay, so this is the logical statement of the NOR gate. Okay, now after this, here what we require, equation of the NOR gate, and here the equation of NOR gate, logical equation of the NOR gate is y equals to a plus b complement. A plus b complement, or we can write down it as a or b complement. It is a or b complement. Then point is the construction, the logical diagram. In that we draw the diagram of the NOR gate. Okay, so as per the equation, here we can draw the diagram. First we require to use the OR gate. OR gate having two inputs. These two inputs are A and B. Its output is A plus B. Okay, then output of this OR gate is applied to the NOT gate, and here we got the equation A plus B complement. Here is the equation A plus B. Okay, now fourth one is the symbol. Symbol, again its symbol is like the NAND gate symbol. In NAND gate, here what we did, here we replace this NOT gate by using the bubble. So here there is a symbol like this. Here there is one bubble, and that bubble represents the NOT gate. Okay, so the two inputs are there, so we draw the symbol for the two input. Here the NOR gate may have two or more inputs and only one output. The two inputs are A, B, and output is the Y, and Y equals to A plus B complement. After that, here required to draw the truth table. Okay, so in the truth table we use the inputs and their combination of the output. A, B are the inputs and output is Y. A is low, B is low, output Y is equals to 1. Then A is low, B is high. What we said? The NOR gate produces logically low output when its any one input is logically high, or all inputs are logically high. So here its output is low, A is 1, then B is low, 0, output is equals to 0, and last condition, when both are 1 1, its output is equals to 0. Once again, by using these three conditions, here we can say the NOR gate is a logical gate having two or more inputs. It is constructed by using OR gate, and the output of OR gate is applied to the NOT gate. Okay, the NOR gate produces logically low output when its any one input is logically high, or all inputs are logically high. Okay, now after this, here one important thing we have to see, and that is the don't care condition. Here again, for don't care we use the input A and B, output Y. One difference in between the truth table and don't care condition is, in truth table we use all possible combinations of the input and their corresponding output, but here in this case, in the don't care condition, we use only one statement, and according to that statement we write down the inputs and we consider the inputs. Okay, now what we say, if any one input of the NOR gate is high, then its output is low. Means Y is equals to 0 when A is equals to 1. Okay, A is equals to 1. Whatever the value of B, we don't care. We don't care about the P. If A is equals to 1, then directly we can say the output of the NOR gate becomes equals to 1. Okay, now the second condition we can consider, and that condition is when b is equals to 1. When b is equals to 1, whatever the value of a, we don't care, we can say the output y is equals to 0. Okay, so if we have the NOR gate and that NOR gate is having the 100 number of inputs, that NOR gate is having either 100 number of inputs or only 2 inputs, directly we can say if its any one input is high, the output of the NOR gate becomes equals to low, whatever the other input b to number of inputs are there. If there is only one high input, then directly we can say the whatever the remaining all number of inputs, it may be equals to 0 or it may be equals to 1. Here we consider 2 inputs, so therefore we cross it. We don't care about the b. If the 3 inputs are there, then we don't care about the third input or second input. If the first input is high, then its output is equals to low. Okay, so this is the NOR gate. Next time we will see how the NOR gate and the NAND gate are used for the construction of the various all other logic gates, or why we call these gates are the universal gates. Okay.